Those people that join RoyalQ, the primary purpose where I created the living trading group was that number one, people who are not well educated when it comes to crypto a lot. I found out that when I started, when I created the airdrop group, majority of those people that are in the airdrop group, they were freebies mindset people. Some of them are still like that. A lot of them are plenty in that group. They have a free mindset. They want to start crypto with free mindset, collect free money, collect free money. You won't go far if you do that. You won't go far. And I kept on telling them that any money that you make in airdrop, try and go for a training in crypto and learn. For some of them, they don't want to part way with any money in their account. They don't want to part way. One of the ways you can develop in any skill is when you pay. But if you are still having this free mindset, freebie mindset, you won't go in your journey in your financial journey, you won't go far. I'm telling you. I can't count how many times I've paid for courses. Anytime I make payment for any course, it will give me a shortcut to where I'm going to. But if you continue to be having this mindset of freebie, it will take time before you get where you want to get to. I'm telling you. So that's why I created that group, so that more people that joins will be educated first. And we did the training for like 8 days. And when people join the level trading group, I discovered that a lot of people, there's one guy that lost over $120. It's just very painful for me how the young guy lost money, because he was too agitated to make money. You don't rush to become millionaire, you don't rush to become rich. You must pass through a process. He was still in a hurry. So when you are in a hurry to get rich, you are in a hurry to make money, you are ready to become a multimillionaire, you are trying to look for a shortcut, you want to be going too fast, you get your hands burnt. And myself, that I created a group for futures trading. I made sure I did a try and error, and I lost money. After losing almost 500,000 naira, I was able to learn the hard way. So since that time, any trade that I have been picking since then, when I now learned what led to losing all those money, I've not been losing money again. I don't lose money again in futures trading. Even if I have a trade that is very long standing, that is not closing, I keep on using DCA to bring the entry price closer to the market price. And I've been doing it. Somebody was telling me that I've done that DCA before, I lost money. We're in a trade, in a meeting, you are asking me question. He is very funny. The question is supposed to ask on the Zoom. You're asking me why I'm on the Zoom. You're asking me the WhatsApp. I can't answer now. Ask why we're in the Zoom. It should be distracting me. So tonight, we want to make sure that we set a target for people that want to join RoyalQ, people that want to raise money for trading. The minimum I'm going to recommend for you to even join the level training group is $50. Is $50 after you have paid for to join the academy. Thank God that I don't do the second batch of training I did another second batch for like another 1 week. It was so stressful for me. So what I did was that I've already compiled all those webinars in videos. So anybody that wants to join the academy, after you've made the payment of $10, I've already arranged all those webinars. Just go and watch the webinar It's about 8 videos. When you are done, then you must be ready. So people that want to join the level trading group, you must make sure you must pay that $10. Then we have access to all those training, from the foundational training to the training on how you can start trading features. And after then, before you will be added to the level trading group, you must raise $50. You must, because I don't want people to join, because the purpose of the level trading group, because I'm going to show us a breakdown of how you can compound that $50 and it can be able to grow to $295 when you are compounding it. But if you are using $10, $20, $30, it will take long for you to be able to raise the money to start your RoyalQ. It will take long. So you must make sure you raise at least $50 before you be allowed to join. So I'm changing the rule now. You must raise $50 after you have paid for the academy. For people that are just joining, pay, then you'll be able to join the group. And some of us that have been consistent and we have been following the rule that I give us in the group, that use 2%. I'm telling you, if you are using 2% of your capital to trade, you will not have any issues of liquidation. You know, when I started, I was so aggressive. I was so how will I put it? Because I saw the rule from where I got my training from, that I use 1% to 2%. I was telling them, how will I be using 1% to 2%? Where will I get to where I want to get to raise money? I was using 10%. As I was using 10% of my capital, the profit I was making was so attractive, was so mouth-watering, but that was what led to me getting liquidated. So the lower capital, the lower percentage you are using from your capital, the better for you. Now, let me share my screen. Yes, $50 to $350 in 60 days is achievable. So let me share my screen. Now, another reason why apart from the reason that I want to help people, found it very extremely difficult to start RoyalQ. That was one of the major purposes after educating people on crypto. My second purpose is to find a way to help people to raise money to start their RoyalQ. Because I have seen people, some people, until the year will end, you finish, for them to, and they are so much interested in starting RoyalQ. They are so much interested. They will be attending Zoom meeting. But for them to raise that $240 is an Herculean task for them. It's very challenging, because if you look at the situation of the country, the economy, it's very challenging for people to raise 400,000, 300,000, 30,000. Figures are not equal. That was why I raised the issue of how to use label trading, future trading to raise money. And also for some of us that we are trading and we don't have money to renew the RoyalQ Bot again, to renew it, we are also in that category too. And those that are having issue in their trade, that their trade is down in a serious footing. A woman came to my office today. One of his trade was so down that I just told him that this is what we will do. Post that has really gone down. It has really gone down, like, seriously. So let's pause it, convert part of the money to USDT. Let us use it to start trading in futures. He came to my office today, and that's what I did for him. So for those that have the challenge too, you can use your money to get your money back in that has gone down. Go back to your trade on Binance, buy the quantity that you sold, so that the bot will be able to see the amount that you have sold. Then also, I discovered that there's a lot of futures trading that is mimicking the real futures trading. The noise of this platform is so serious. I will mention their names because some of us that might be here might be secretly doing it. Number one, CBEX. CBEX is so popular everywhere that people are doing that stuff now. And they are claiming that they are doing futures. After CBEX, CBEX has now given birth to another one called P6. They call it P6. The way they designed that platform, they say they are trading futures. And these two platforms, if you put your money in there, it's at your own risk. It's at your own. Another one of my friend in one of my project that I'm doing, he also now showed another one. Say, is there a amount to show another that another opportunity? I said, what is it? He sent a link to me. It does not. The link does not even know how to even promote to market. He just send me link. I said, which one be link? He just send me link. How will I know what you are sending me? How will I learn what you are sending me? How will I know about it? Not sending me a video. When I now watch the video is just like the way they place signal in CBEX, P6, and that one is called, I think, WW coin. The moment I see that link, mean that I'm a website developer. I say, so the things that people are putting their money. And I ask her, how much did you put? I say she put $500. You put into this thing. He said, within 10 days, your money will turn to 200%. Now, all these platforms, they are very, very, very attractive. They are very, very, very tempting. People that are really in need of money, they want to just quickly want to enjoy all those platforms, but they don't last. They might not last. They might not last. Please, the first thing you need to focus on when you want to join any online platform is the security of your money. Security of your money, don't be too agitated about returns. Where your money will be is supposed to be your priority. So let me now go to the topic of today, how to compound $50. I believe you are seeing my screen. Please type 5 in the chat if you are seeing my screen. Type 5 in the chat if you are seeing my screen. Type 5 if you are seeing my screen. Now, we want to enter into another second quarter of the year. Another second quarter of the year. So we need to have a target. We need to have a trading plan. We need to have a goal where we are going to. So between now and end of May, I expect that anyone in the group must be able to grow their money to $295. Out of the $295, you can use $240 to start your RoyalQ. Then the remaining 45, leave it in your futures wallet to still continue to be doing your futures. So between now, I'm giving us another grace between now and May. After May ending, if we don't get $295, if you are not consistently following the signal, and I told us in the beginning that one of the quality of a professional trader is consistency. You must have a trading plan. You must have a goal for what you are doing, and you must be consistent. As long as you are following the rule, now you must follow the rule of the trading in futures so that we not get liquidated. So this is using $50 as an essential capital with 150% ROI. You know, if you have undergone my training before on how we used to estimate, it's an estimation. It's not always correct. It's an estimation because when you want to place trade on Bybit will tell you that if you enter at this limit price, you want to get this trigger profit, trigger price. This is your ROI. You see it, whether 150, whether 200%, 350%. So it will show you. So if you can wait for it to trigger that ROI, that means if you trade to like $1 and you want to get an ROI of 250%, then you'll be getting like $2.5 on top of your $1 that you use to enter that trade. So, but I'm just saying that let us use at an average, you are getting 150%. That's why if you discover now that in the group, I focus more on top coins, because on Bybit, if you are trading with all those meme coins, all those volatile coins, you will not get enough good leverage. You will be getting leverage of 10x, with getting leverage of 15x, at most 25x. But if you are trading those top coins, what do I mean by top coins? If you go to CoinMarketCap, I've discovered that when you are trading on Bybit and you are trading those top coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB, Solana, Doge, ADA, TRX, Link, XLM, all these top coins, you tend to get higher leverage. You tend to get higher leverage compared to trading all those meme coins. So if you trade all those top coins, you get higher leverage. So people that have not attended you've not paid for the academy. So what I'm saying here, you will not understand. That's why I even hesitated before I send this Zoom meeting out to people that have not signed up for that academy. So the money you are supposed to pay for that academy, you cannot see the reason why you need to make payments to be able to undergo this training. So that what I'm saying here will not be like Greek, will not be like Chinese language. So $10 is not too much for you to learn. Because normally if you want to join futures trading VIP group, you can be paying as high as 100. So I've subsidized it to a barest minimum. So that, and nobody should come and meet me that I should do what? I should help them. I can't give you discount, because what you are getting is a premium knowledge. People that have started, I will show you the group. You will see the results we are getting in the group. People are getting results. Somebody started that one day, second day, the money you used to pay for the training, he has recovered it back. So don't come and meet me to give you any discount. It's not possible at once. So our target is in 60 days. And our goal is to compound $50 to $95 in 60 days. So the more you are, if you are getting like 150%, 180 something percent, 200%, 300%, so able to achieve this, to grow this $50 to $295 is achievable. And our focus is to have winning trades. The reason what inspired me to do this today's presentation was that when I saw Crypto Professor, I want us to appreciate Crypto Professor for what he's doing in that group, because he's doing a selfless task to be sending signal. I want us to really, 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 really appreciate him, because that duty of sending signal was my duty. But I have to chat him, because I've seen that he's someone that I've really understood. He has a background of forex, binary option, and he has undergone my technical training. In addition, what he has learned in the time path. Even out of the people I've been training since I started RoyalQ, is the only one I can confidently point out that he has understood tech analysis. He's the only one that I can recommend, and I have confidence in him. He's the only one, and he has a selfless. People that are like that, you will then go far in life. People that are selfless. So, like, I can't see that guy that was arguing with him in this. You see, he will not attend. I know him very well. That is his nature. He will not attend, but he can argue. So I want us to really, really appreciate. So now I've given a breakdown. Now let's assume that you are having $50 so that you can understand the formula of my breakdown. You're having $50 and you're using 2% of $50 to enter any trade. Only 2%. That's what you use to enter that trade. So you're only using $1 from $50. So this is the number one rule. Use 2%. Use 2%. So let's say you now enter a trade and that trade did 150%. That means you will now be getting 150% of $1. That is $1.5. So if you are trading on futures with $50 and are using 2% of your capital, so your margin is just $1. So if that trade takes grass and you get 150% of that signal, that trade, you get $1.5. If you were able to get 185%, you are getting $1.85 profit on your $1. So somebody else that is doing that same coin on a spot, you'll be getting 3% of $50, which will give you $1.5. Someone that's trading this coin, that same coin on futures, if you use $1 out of $50, you will get $1.5 profit. But if somebody is investing, trading in spot, he will have to commit all his entire $50 in that trade. If that coin, if both of you enter the same entry price and it reach the trigger price, somebody that committed all his money on spot, he'll be getting 3%. If you target 3%, he'll be making $1.5. But that's one of the advantages of futures. You're not using your entire money. So that's the formula I use there. So let's say you get 3%. So 150% of your $1 margin will give you $1.5. So the formula is also the same with 3% of your $50. Now, in the first instance, when you enter the first coin, and the coin, this is any calculation you are seeing here is exempting is not, and the charges from the exchange is not inside this calculation. It's not inside this, so because the charge depending on the exchange you are using is very minute. Now let's say the first trade you enter it, you made $1.5. So $1.5 you now add it on your $50 initial capital. That means you have 51.5. So when you are now entering another trade, in the next trade that you'll be entering, just still maintain that same 2.5 of your remaining money that has grown to 51.5. You'll now be using 1.03. So when that trade closes, your profit will be what? 1.545. See it here. Profit will be 1.545. Let me change this color to red. So now, when this trade close, the second trade close, you will add this to this. That was what gave this. So the moment you enter the third trade, if you now also did 150% of the margin, that means you have to do 2% of this balance, add 2% of your balance to enter that trade. When that trade triggers and you got 150% of your margin is what you will get. So as the money is growing, if you have done like 10 trades, if you have done like 11 trades successfully, that means you are compounding. So anytime the profit you made accumulates on your capital, you still maintain that 2%. So now imagine you are using 2.5, sometimes 3%, sometimes 2%. And then sometimes you might be very fortunate that you can enter a signal and you can give like 300% to 50%, 400% if it favors you. So the tendency that target of $25 is achievable. So I'm just using a flat rate of, let's say you're just taking 150% ROI And as you are getting that 150% ROI on your balance as it's increasing, after 11 trades, your money will have grown to, after 11 trades, if you add 7.84, 7.84, 7.84 plus $2.04 here. The 10 trade will have given you 67.184. And when you now enter another 11 signal, your money is already close to $70 plus 2.0 something. So it's also almost close to, just imagine some of those your trade, you are even entering like 180, 190, 200. You will have clicked $70 in 11 trades. Now, this is the reason why I advise people and recommend people, why would you go and put your money in all those platforms that is so attractive? Yes, the rate they are making money is so attractive, but if you are trading the original features in where your money is secured, you will still make that same money in your Bybit MEXC or Binance Exchange. So why will you go and be taking unreasonable risk because of greediness? So now there is a compounding calculator that I want to use to confirm that what I did, is it correct? This is a compounding calculator. It might not be completely correct. Let me remove all these fingers. Let me first calculate for you. Okay, let me calculate from what I just did now. For my calculation of if you started with $50 and you enter 11 trades. Let's see whether command calculator will confirm to us that whether my breakdown was correct. If you are compounding any of your balance, you didn't touch it, you didn't quickly go and remove money from it. We don't have soup in our house. I need money 101. You didn't touch it to allow it to be compounding. So let's look at after 11 successful winning trades, $50 will have increased, let's say $69. Now let's confirm with this calculator, this command calculator. So your initial investment in your trading is $50. Now that monthly, normally compounding interest, this calculator actually works monthly, it works per month. But we are using each trade that you enter as 1 month. Normally, this compounding calculator works for the lowest is monthly in my battery. It's monthly. But we will not be using that each trade that you enter is a month. Each trade that you enter that was successful is a month. So now let's say that the interest rate is 3. That's the formula I use here. 3% of, because 3% of your balance is equivalent to 150% of your margin. Now let's say if you have done 11 trades, 11 cycles trades, let's calculate what it will give us. Are you not seeing it? It's showing us that here that if you are compounding your trades with your initial capital that was $50, initial, you will have made, your money will have grown to, okay, see me. Your money will have grown to $69. From $50, your money will have grown to $69. Hey. Now, this is where I now got my calculation from, that, okay, if you now continue to compound, you do successful 30 trades, what will it give us? That means your money will have grown to, from $50, it will have grown to $121. Now, let's now say you were able to do 60 trades. Your money will have grown to $295. These are just projection. It's not, they are projections. But if I say I want to be doing this calculation one by one to do 60 and trades, it will take time. But that's one of the reasons why I use that compounding calculator to be able to also compound. So let's say you have $200. You engage in 30 trades, or let's even say 15 trades, because there's something 200 calculate. Your money will have grown to 312. I hope I'm correct. So this is the formula and the strategy and the trading plan we want to use. It's called compounding calculator. Just go to Play Store. It's called compounding, I think compounding calculator. So we need to be consistent in between April 1 and May ending. Just type compounding. Compounding calculator. Interest calculator. Compounding. And this is the one I downloaded. This is the one. So is it achievable? Yes, it's very achievable. Now, one of the things that inspired me about this was when our one and only crypto professor gave a what's in the detail? He gave a breakdown of all the signal he has been sending, I think for 1 week. So the moment I saw that, I said, if we can get this kind of signal, and if we are lucky to be able to enter those, I think he sent 13 signals. And he said out of that 13 signal, where is this? The weekly report on the signal I sent from 24th to 29th. That's about 5 days. So if you are able to, this is a wonderful record. A guy that was in this group was saying that despite the fact that he has joined a future trading group that he paid a lot of money, they don't have this kind of winning streaks. So you are very, very fortunate that in our leverage trading group. So out of 13, 11 has triggered and has delivered. So if this is possible in 5 days, and you're able to successfully enter these signals, our first target is if you can achieve this 60 in a month, then it will be easy for you to raise that money. And if you cannot raise in a month, at most 2 months, you should be able to achieve it. So that's our target between now and May end. So let me give room for question. Let me stop here. Let me give room for question. If you have any question, you can go ahead now. If you have any question, you can go ahead. Present time, I want to place your order on Bybit on MEXC, because a lot of people have made that mistake and they've lost money. You must learn how to place your order. And one of the challenge that might not make this to be achievable is if you are along the line, you are going along the line, and you want to go and enter a trade that might get you stuck for days, for weeks, it will affect that winning streak. It will affect it. It will affect it. But we will try our best to give. We are not the one that control the market. We will try our best to give winning trades that will not take long. Like some of people that are very difficult to enter signals. Now, this is my exchange. You can see in this account, the balance is what? $30. So when you want to enter this trade now, what is 2% of $30? 0.6. So when you want to enter this coin, where the root price, that's where you type 0. Don't do more than 0.6. Don't do more than 2%. Then where the root adder, change it to order by cost. Sorry, that's a mistake. Where the root price is where you're going to put the limit price that the signal told you to enter. Limit price. Let's say the limit price, that's why the current price here is 0.6587. Let's say they say you should enter at 0.6453. This way we not type it, where the root price. Then where they now wrote costs, that's the amount that want to come from your balance, which is 2% of $30, which is 0.6. So some people account does not have this order by cost. They are in their own exchange, they only have order by quantity or order by value. I will explain that. So if you are fortunate that you have order by cost, it's very easy to now input the 2% here easily. Very, very easy. When you have changed it from here to order by cost. You don't need to be doing calculation. You now put your TP to the amount you are told. Just watch as I'm putting the, let's say you say you should close that trade, your trigger price is 0.66. You see that you will be shown your ROI immediately, 170%. So the moment the coin reaches this 0.66, you get 170% of your what? Of your initial, your margin. You get 170% of 0.6, that's 60 cents. You get 94 what? 94. Let's 0.940. Let's confirm that if I invest 0.6 into this trade, 60 cents, and my ROI is 170.85, is it correct? Is the exchange giving me the correct returns? 170.85% of 0.6. You can see that what is given here is 1.02. So that means they must have removed their charge. Are you seeing it? Instead of it to give me, I was supposed to get 1.0251. I'm going to be charged some. It didn't give me that accurate figure. So I'm going to be getting 0.94 because they are going to charge you. If I go to my here, you will see some of my results because I'm using small capital to trade in this account. These are all some of all the trade that I've been entering that's been giving me results. Because in the time I've learned to follow the rule of I don't mind, it's just one money that is entering. When I now have big money in this account, but that 2% of my capital, I will never do more than that. If I want to do more, I can just do like 2.5, I won't pass it. So those are the things that will guarantee me to stay long in the trade, even if the market goes against me. So let me give room for question, please, if you have any question. Okay, if that's the time that you can raise your $50, then wait till that time, because I will not admit anybody to the group again if you cannot raise $50. I will not admit it, because a lot of people are in that labor trading group. Because I'm not seeing people, a lot of people are not showing their results. A lot of people that started very early, they were too in a hurry. Number one, some of them don't even know how to properly enter signal, and they really got their fingers burnt. That's why most people are not entering signal again. But people that was able to understand how to properly enter signal, they are still sending results now till today. So if your own exchange is showing only order by quantity, let's order by, just put by order by value. Then we type in the order by value here. Just increase to like 100. And be checking at the bottom here. The cost that you actually need, your cost here must not be more than 0.60 cents. That's 2% of my balance. So you can see that that cost is too high. So I have to reduce my order by, I mean, if I'm using order by value, reduce it to 50. That is the cost is still high. It's giving me 0.7168. I have to reduce more, like 40 to 45. And I'm getting 64 is too high. I can now do like 44. It's okay like this. Or you can reduce more. It's okay like this. Just cannot place your order using the order by value to be able to get your order by cost. If your exchange does not have order by cost. So for people that are just joining, they don't understand all these things. You need to undergo training to be able to know how to place all this trade by yourself. So let me give room for question. So if you are here, you've not subscribed for that academy, chat me privately to subscribe. Then when you now have $50, you can now join the academy. Any question or contribution?
Okay, I have a question. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, all.
Good
So
evening.
my question is, you made mention of some coin that some exchange does not allow a high leverage. I didn't get a clear understanding on that. I was thinking that maybe there are some exchanges that allow high leverage and some exchanges that does not allow high leverage. Like you are talking about Bybit, it does not allow. It can give you maybe 20 months. What exchange is recommended to use on this training you are talking about now? That is one of my questions. Then another question, I will just want to list out all the questions so you go through them. So another question is that this if we have that $50 in the exchange and use 2%, like you said, of that $50, then we are supposed to be making $1 at least with that. So this now, is it a guarantee that we are making this $1, or that the if we use 2%, what if the coin did not go as we planned, that it goes against us? So it means that instead of making that $1, we lose the $1. So is it
You lose $1.
mm,
No. Wait. Now, that's a very good question. Number one, if Bybit is not giving you high leverage, go and use MEXC. MEXC is another exchange that would use MEXC. So come and chat me privately. I'll send a link to you to sign up on MEXC. MEXC has very high leverage, but listen to me very well. The higher your leverage, the higher your liquidation price. So don't increase your leverage too high. At least 50% is okay. 50x is okay. 50x is okay. So you can use MEXC. Chat me. I'll send a link to you to sign up. Then number two, you are saying that okay, if I enter a trade and the trade goes against us, that against me, that means I will lose. You're not losing, no. You are not losing. No, that's why our rule in trading futures in this group is that don't use more than 2%. The lower the margin or the lower the percentage of your capital that you use, and the lower your average. Me, I don't use stop loss to trade. As long as I'm using a very low leverage a very low margin or a low percentage of my capital, and I'm using a low leverage, I can all my trades now, I don't have issue of liquidation. So I don't use stop loss. Me, I don't use it because stop loss always stop your trade. Because if the coin just spike and touch your stop loss, it will just stop your trade. It will chop your money will be reducing. But when the market is going against you, the remaining balance that you have will be your shock absorber to make you stay longer in that trade. So as long as you're using smaller percentage of your capital, you and the market is not going against you, your balance will not be sustaining you longer. Like, let me show you a trade that I'm still running on my Bybit. This trade, I've entered it for a very long time now. This TRX, I've entered it for a very long time. I enter short that the coin will go down. The coin will just developing coconut head. Instead of the coin to be going down, out of when all the market crash, this CRS refused to come down. So the father is going against I want the coin to go down, but it's going up. It's going up. So as going higher up, the more it's going higher up, I not see the negative is going higher. I will sleep with my two eyes. I will not have any faith in I will liquidate it because my liquidation price is high, unless there is a serious pump in the market will make TRX to go and reach that 0.4. Only that is maybe when Bitcoin pump seriously to almost like 110,000 per one, will make that coin to pump to that price. Nobody can guarantee what can happen to the market too, but I don't see TRX pumping to that price. But I always do analysis, see the coin now, very funny coin. Where's the coin of TRX? And in the top is see. The coin is just pumping. If I go and check, see the way the coin is pumping. So that's why if the coin is pumping, I now took the risk of entering trades. And I always recommend that you should not do more than 2 trades. You should not do more than 2 trades. But me, I took the risk to be doing 2. Now, when I'm doing 2 trades, I make sure that the percentage of the money I'm using from the remaining capital is very small. That's why you are seeing that I'm making small profits. This is the highest coin has reached before 0.45, the weekly chart. If this coin go and pump to that price, all my money will disappear. So that's why I keep on watch. It will before the coin can pump to that price, the market will be so it will have entered bull run. That comes to pump to that price. That's my own analysis. Understand? So I don't use stop loss. So we always make sure that we will do analysis very well, and so that you will not have issue of staying long in a trade. And if you have any trade that is staying long, you just have to be patient. You have to be patient. That's the only reason where that 60 trades will not trigger for you. If you go and enter a strong coin that's not taking long to reach your trigger price. So as long as you're using lower percentage of your capital, using lower leverage, you are good to go. I don't my office is in Ikeja. I was in the office today. My office in Balogun is in Ikeja. You want to come and do one-on-one with me? That means your money will increase. So chat me on WhatsApp. But you still need to undergo the training, the recorded training. Just watch all those videos. It will make it when you now come for physical one-on-one, you understand better. So any other question? I hope I'll be able to answer your question.
Yes, you answered the question exactly because I was when I was